No budget cuts, no tuition hikes, no budget cuts, no tuition. And that goes for you as a student, me as a teacher, us going together and being willing to do whatever it takes. La educación superior es un derecho democrático.
The teaching conditions of adjuncts are the learning conditions of students.
Higher education is becoming increasingly dependent on adjunct labor. Adjunct professors suffer from inferior working conditions, a lack of job security, and low wages.
I'm an adjunct lecturer here in political science and in women and gender studies.
I've been an adjunct for since 1988 at CUNY.
I am a member of the faculty here at Baruch College. I'm a tenure-track professor.
I represent the union.
I'm a student, and also I'm a part-time student, actually. And I'm also an immigrant worker.
An adjunct professor is someone who teaches courses at the college, but is not considered a full-time staff member of the college. And what it means is that you have many of the responsibilities that full-time faculty have without many of the privileges that they have at the same time.
If you think about the definition of the word, adjunct is something that's added to something but is not essentially of it. Why would you want to have an inequality in the system for people who essentially do the same work?
Adjuncts are now a majority of teachers in all colleges, both public and private. So what does that really mean? Well, it means that most university professors, teachers then, the people teaching courses, don't have things like job security, don't have health insurance and other basic benefits, don't know in the next semester whether or not they're going to be continuing to teach.
I get calls from people who've been teaching for 11 years in the same department. A new chair comes in and somehow puts them out.
The contradiction, however, is that you're expendable, yet the system is utterly dependent on your labor.
The university runs really in two different ways for two different groups of people.
What emerges in the university is a two-tiered system whereby some members of the faculty have benefits and a living wage, and others do not.
There are tenure-track faculty who are hired and have the full benefits and privileges of being a faculty member, who have not only space but control over the courses that they teach. And then we have the bottom part of the tier, which unfortunately now at CUNY is the majority of the teaching faculty. And those people get told semester to semester, you're here in a contract, there's very minimal benefits for you, if any. You don't have any right to have any job security. They don't have a phone. They don't have internet access. They don't necessarily have regular secure access to copiers and printers during the time that they're at the college. Sometimes they don't even have mailboxes from the departments. There are a lot of spatial ways in which the university says to us one way or another, you're not really here as part of the faculty.
Then you'll hear the chancellor or the vice chancellor talking about, we'll do anything for our faculty, but they don't even call adjuncts faculty.
These are professors who are spending, very much time not only in class but outside, guiding in many ways their students.
When the chancellor has these ads on the subway, look who's studying at CUNY, look who's learning and teaching at CUNY, and you see young faces and you see faces of color, and and it's a beautiful thing. But none of those signs say, P.S. 70% of the courses are taught by people who, even if they work to the max in every single semester, will earn $32,000 or $33,000 or less.
So I have a full-time job plus another part-time job that makes it so that I can live and pay my rent and food and make a payment toward my student loans. And what it means is that I do other labor to subsidize what New York State is unwilling to give to its students.
What kind of country is it that has somebody go through all their educational programs and do okay, I mean, do better than okay, getting a PhD, and have to be in poverty?
We've heard a lot of people getting up here talking about how the Board of Trustees don't care, talking about how the city does not care. We know that. We know that. When we see the mice and we see the broken escalators and we see our classes get smaller and our adjuncts get fired, we see this.